So generally, any language or any program, how we will start developing. So generally there will be two types of the programs will be any language. Okay, generally there will be two types of the programs you will develop it. Okay, so anything for either you can take Java, C Sharp or JavaScript thing. There will be two types of the programs you will use. You will do the programming. I'm not talking about the programming languages. The type of programs you will do in two types. Okay, the first one, the program types we will do. One is like a client-side programming, client-side program. Second one is server-side program, server-side programs, client-side programs, server-side programs. So you are a developer. You will do two types of the programs. Okay, so client-side programs and server-side programs. So what is the difference? Why we have to use two types of programs, right? So client-side programs, whatever the client-side programs, always will execute on the user's browser. Okay, client-side programs always execute user's browser. Okay, browsers means it's like a Chrome. Okay, it's like a Chrome, Internet Explorer, Edge, Firefox. These all will execute. These programs will execute at the runtime. When you open the application, it will download to the user machine. It will run the user's browser. Those programs we'll call it as a client-side programs. So for client-side programs, we have a like a JavaScript, jQuery, right? Example, I'm saying JavaScript, jQuery, Angular. Okay, these all are like a client-side programs. Coming to the server-side programs. Okay, server-side programs always will execute the server, which is like a for the software. Okay, generally what we will do, the programs we will develop it. We will install on the server. Client-side programs also we will keep it on the server only, but that at the time of running the application, client-side programs will download to the user's machine and browser. In the browser, it will execute, but server-side programs will execute on the server only. Okay, so for, generally, what is the main difference? Okay, the architecture wise, why we need to do two types of programs, right? So for example, if you are doing some validation, like if you are submitting a form, like if for example, you can take bank application or any application you are filling, right? Student form or something you are filling. So that form, when you want to do like a first name, last name, email, you want to make a mandatory, right? If you write a server-side program, for each field, you will go to the server and execute the logic and get the response, right? For each and everything, you have to hit the server. If you write a server-side program, each and everything you have to hit the server, right? So like that, for each validation, if you hit the server, application performance will be very slow, right? Application performance will be very slow. So that's a reason for all the mostly client-side programs, we will use validations. All the validations, like when you hide the field, you want to hide and show the field based upon condition, or you want to make a mandatory that particular field. Okay, and you want to do some kind of a user response, like you want to give some alert message to the users. So those kind of a scenarios, we will use the client-side program. Mostly in the client-side program, we won't keep any business logics. I mean, major business logics. Okay, what is the reason behind that? Client-side programs will execute on the user's mission. For example, you are doing the internet banking, right? Internet banking. You are doing the transfer. if your bank implement the client side program for that transfer, right? Transferring to some other account. Once you click on a submit, your system is crashed. Whether it's send the money or not send the money, there won't be any track in the server if you implement the client side program. If reversal or if it is not sent, if transaction is failed, for client side programs, we won't get any track, right? Because it's execute on the user's mission. If you are all of a sudden your mission is not working or your mission is shut down in between the transaction, that's very problematic. Those scenarios wherever the complex business logics always should be on the server side. Okay, clear, right? When you will go for a client side program, when you will go for a server side program, like a lightweighted, like a validations, these all the things should be done with the client side. Any complex business logic you have, those things should be done in the server side, because the server is ours. We can easily track what is when, what is there. You can easily track, right, on the server. Okay, so the most important thing, client side logic, client side programs, we will use only in some lightweighted program. Okay, the complex programs like all the logics or everything we will do with the server side program. So for server side programs, we have a multiple languages. So like a C#, okay, Java, okay. So these all the things are with the server side programs. It's clear. So here, for coming back to the Dynamics related, our focus is on Dynamics 365, right? So in Dynamics 365, the client side programs what we have. So we will going to use the JavaScript, but this JavaScript is not like a regular JavaScript. So like in other programs, .NET or anything, we are going to, there also we are using a JavaScript, but Dynamics 365 JavaScript, they have their separate framework. I can say it's like a separate kind of a statements we have. So it's not like a regular JavaScript statements. So for Dynamics 365, we have a separate statements. So those it will be like a approximately you have to, right? You have to select, you have it almost like a 25 or 30 statements we have. I already shared these statements with previous team members, so you can get it from them. Okay, and only 25 to 30 statements will be there in the JavaScript. If you are get it, that's okay. You are able to do the, at least you can able to start the work. Okay, so server side program, we have a concept. We have a, I mean like a Dynamics 365 specific topics. I will say like integrations also it is server side program, but that is not in the inside the Dynamics 365. That's a separate topics we will be covering. Okay, so for server side programs for Dynamics 365, we have a concept called plugin, custom workflow, custom action / API, custom API. So these three topics will comes under the server side programs. Okay, inside that we are going to do the first topic as a plugins. Okay, so let's start with the plugins first.